Welcome to the banded shoulder and back workout. If you haven't already, make sure you release muscle tension prior to starting this workout. We'll be working on the rotator cuff muscles, upper and mid back, biceps, triceps, and deltoids. So make sure you release tension in those muscles. I have videos on how to release those muscles, so please check those videos out if you aren't familiar with how to do so. This workout will be a series of 7 exercises. We'll do 2 rounds, and the workout should last between 10 to 12 minutes. I encourage you to do as many reps as you can with each exercise until your muscles fatigue. This is all about whatever pace you feel comfortable with and whatever pace you can manage. You can always pause when needed. If any exercise causes pain, do not continue with the exercise. Muscle fatigue is okay, pain is not okay. If you need resistance bands, I included a link in the description below. Now let's get started. All right, we're going to start with banded external shoulder rotation. We always want to warm up the rotator cuff muscles before we have our upper body workouts. So just going to hold your arms, elbows are going to be 90 degrees, and you're going to pull the band outwardly this fashion here. So try to keep your elbow in at your torso. Don't let it stray too far away. And motion is coming from that shoulder joint, so you should feel some activation right in that shoulder girdle. Okay. And then we're going to switch sides. All right. Now this is a muscle group you don't need to be too concerned about fatiguing. This is just really to warm them up. You don't want to get the rotator cuff muscles too fatigued, but you don't want to get the rotator cuff muscles too fatigued because you're going to need them later on in the workout. Okay, next up we're going to do overhead pull downs. So our arms are going to be above our head in this fashion here. And we're going to squeeze our back muscles to engage this movement and pull the band apart. Okay, so you're squeezing your back muscles. The band is going to touch the top of your chest. And you're going to engage those back muscles. Okay, try to keep tension in the band the entire time. You're doing this exercise. You should feel some back activation. You might feel some activation in your deltoids. Okay, but you really want to make sure you're emphasizing that squeeze in the back. As you breathe, you want to breathe out as you're pulling down. Okay, it's tricky for a lot of people to get the breathing down because you're focused on the movement. But anytime you're exerting, that's when you want to breathe out. All right, next up, we're going to roll our shoulders back. So have the band in this position here underneath your thumbs. Hands are facing each other. And the emphasis is going to be on rolling the shoulders back, okay? My hands are going to open up, but they're only going to open up because I'm rolling my shoulders back. So they're going to look like this here, okay? Chest comes out. I'm engaging and initiating that movement with my back muscles, okay? So squeezing those shoulder blades together. Do not let your shoulders creep up to your ears as you're doing this exercise. Try to keep them down and back as you do this exercise. Again, do not try to emphasize the hands opening. It's really just a matter of your shoulders being rolled back. And I'm breathing out as I squeeze back. All right, now we're going to go to scap squeezes. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to have tension in the band. The hands are going to be facing forward and about shoulder width apart. As you have tension in the band, what you're going to do is you're going to squeeze your back muscles to initiate the movement. Squeeze, and then you're going to pull the band towards your chest, okay? And as I pull the band towards my chest, the band is getting pulled apart. So you should feel some back activation back there. You will feel some, maybe some tricep. You also feel some deltoid as well. So I'm breathing out as I squeeze back. Remember, you can take breaks as you need, as your muscles get fatigued. Okay, next up, we got a Karate Kid move. We're gonna do wax off. So same position as we had with the scap squeezes. Palms are going to be facing forward. We're going to be about shoulder width apart. And we are going to do up and around. Keep tension in the band the whole time. Okay, so we're getting that shoulder girdle nice and worked with this exercise. Okay. Now this one, you should really start feeling the fatigue pretty early by the time we hit this exercise. And we're gonna hit the other side now. You should feel it good on both sides as you're doing this. This one's for resisting and this one doing the actual movement. All right, next up we got the triceps. Okay, so we're gonna do some tricep extensions. You're gonna hold one arm here with the resistance band and the other one is going to be right below the chest and you're going to extend that elbow, okay? So again, relax your shoulder, don't let your shoulder creep up to your ear and you're just gonna pull that resistance down and you should feel some great tricep activation with this exercise. I like to do a little more reps with the triceps, so we'll shoot for about 20 reps with this one. Again, if you reach fatigue prior to 20 reps, that's perfectly fine. This one, you're breathing out as you pull down, but you really just want to focus on breathing consistently throughout. Okay, and then we're going to switch arms. For this one, it doesn't matter if your hand is facing forward, up, or down. You're going to get the triceps either way, so don't worry about hand placement for this one. Last up, we're going to do bicep curls. So for the bicep curls, I'm going to place the band underneath my foot on the opposite side. I'm going to bend forward and I'm going to perform a curl this fashion here. Palms facing up. Okay. Same as triceps with the biceps, you can do as many reps as you need to reach that fatigue in the biceps. Try to keep your back engaged and straight as well. So try not to have a hump in your back as you're doing these. Keep everything engaged and neutral. We'll switch. All right, now we're going on to set number 2. So set number 2, again, we're not gonna have any rep counts. We're just gonna go to fatigue minus the first one, okay? So we're not gonna fatigue our external rotators. We're just gonna do about 10 to 12 reps. And we're gonna begin with this here. Remember, keep that elbow in. And we'll switch sides. All right, overhead pull downs. Again, squeeze those back muscles. Number 3, roll backs. Rolling the shoulders back. right, scapular squeezes. Remember, shoulder width apart. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Let your chest come out, keep the shoulders down. And I'm reaching my limit with these, so I'm going to stop. If you can keep going, that's fine. Keep going if you need to. Wax off. Okay. Shoulder width apart again. Palms facing forward. Going up and around. Okay, and this arm is about fatigued with this exercise, so I'm going to go on to the next arm. And good. Triceps. Right, and switch arms. Good. Bicep curls. And switch arms. All right, so that was the workout for the day. Hopefully you got some good muscle fatigue. Remember to consume protein within 60 to 90 minutes after completion, whether that's through protein shake or through meal. But you definitely want to make sure you're getting the protein in so you can rebuild and regrow those muscles. I'll see you on the next video.